Corn, wheat, and rice are not just the culinary rock stars of the world. They've moonlighted as energy moguls as well, quietly fueling cars, factories, and even debates at climate summits. Corn takes the spotlight in the biofuel scene, strutting in with ethanol and saying, "You need gasoline? I've got you covered." Farmers plant it not just for tortillas, popcorn, or livestock feed, but to produce ethanol that powers cars, buses, and sometimes even concert stages. Corn's versatility makes it the overachieving sibling of the cereal family. It feeds humans, fuels vehicles, and still manages to sneak into snacks like popcorn and cornflakes. Imagine corn on a red carpet, flashing a smile, saying, "Yes, I do it all, and yes, I look good doing it." Wheat and rice may not dominate the biofuel headlines like corn, but they've quietly joined the renewable energy party in style. Wheat straw, rice husks, and other byproducts often get repurposed for energy, turning what would otherwise be agricultural waste into valuable fuel. It's as if these cereals decided to become eco-friendly superheroes, saying, "Not only do we feed you, but we'll also help power your car and heat your home. No cape required." Rice husks can even generate electricity or be converted into biochar to improve soil health, which means rice is multitasking in ways that would make even the busiest office worker blush. Wheat straw, similarly, has found a second life as biomass, showing off its inner green credentials without ever asking for applause. Together, these grains prove that renewable energy doesn't have to come from exotic algae or futuristic labs. It can sprout straight from the fields people have been tending for thousands of years. The humor in all this comes from imagining the cereals in a boardroom, negotiating their roles in the energy sector. Corn would be the confident CEO, pitching ethanol with a PowerPoint full of plump golden kernels, while wheat sits quietly in the corner with a stack of straw, saying, "I can do that too, but I prefer subtlety." Rice, ever modest, pipes up with husks and husk-based electricity, reminding everyone that even the quietest participants can have a huge impact. The three grains are like a trio of inventors who never met in a lab, but somehow built the renewable energy sector together, each contributing according to their strengths, personalities, and slightly quirky demands. This connection between cereals and energy also underscores their role in climate policy. Ethanol from corn helps reduce reliance on fossil fuels, while wheat and rice byproducts support sustainable energy initiatives, creating a loop where agriculture and environmental responsibility intersect. It's almost poetic that the same crops that feed billions are now helping to power the world, showing that innovation doesn't just happen in Silicon Valley, it can grow straight from the soil. And because these grains have been part of human culture for millennia, using them for biofuels adds a touch of historical irony. Ancient civilizations might have been delighted to see their humble cereals fueling cars instead of just stomachs. What's especially funny is how humans have built entire debates, incentives, and policies around the energy potential of these cereals, as if corn, wheat, and rice were celebrities with agents negotiating contracts for starring roles in renewable energy films. Corn dominates the marquee, but wheat and rice have supporting roles that are just as vital, proving that behind every sustainable innovation is a carefully choreographed performance by humble grains. And the positive takeaway is that the more we innovate, the more these cereals can do, feeding people, supporting climate goals, and keeping the lights on, all while still showing up at breakfast tables around the world. In the end, the biofuel story is a reminder that rice, wheat, and corn are not one-dimensional. They're performers, innovators, and problem solvers, quietly shaping both cuisine and energy policy. They can feed, entertain, and fuel at the same time, demonstrating that even something as simple as a grain can have a surprisingly heroic and comedic role in our modern world. They've gone from fields to plates to gas tanks, proving that versatility, resilience, and a little bit of flair can make a real difference, sometimes with butter, sometimes with fuel, and sometimes with both.